RD-180 engine pressures look good. Pump speed's also looking good. Now passing 30 seconds into flight. RD-180 continuing to perform well. Pump speeds and injector pressures all looking good. Now passing 45 seconds into flight. And observing nominal flight control disturbances as expected for this phase of flight. Now passing 1 minute into flight. Vehicle is now 3 miles in altitude and traveling at 1,100 miles per hour. Now passing 1 minute 15 seconds into flight. Mach 1, Atlas 5 is now supersonic. One minute 30 seconds into flight. Now passing through max Q, maximum dynamic pressure. And the RD-180 is throttled at 95% thrust as expected. Engine response looks good. This engine thrust profile will continue until the vehicle reaches a programmed 5G acceleration limit. And now passing 2 minutes into flight, approximately 2 minutes remaining in the first stage of flight. Vehicle trajectory traveling right down the middle of the range track looking good. RD-180 engine operating parameters also looking good. The Atlas 5 rocket now weighs just 1/2 of what it did at launch, burning propellant at a rate of almost 2,600 pounds per second. And vehicle has gone to closed loop guidance. Now passing 2 minutes 30 seconds into flight. And RCS pyro valve has been fired. Centaur reaction control system now pressurizing flight levels. Atlas 5 is now 30 miles in altitude, 43 miles downrange distance, traveling at 4,700 miles per hour. And now passing 3 minutes into flight, approximately 1 minute remaining until booster engine cutoff. RD-180 continues to perform well. Vehicle trajectory continuing down the middle of the range track. Now passing 3 minutes 30 seconds into flight, Mach 10. And vehicle has reached the 5G throttle limit, and we've begun boost phase chill down. Three minutes 50 seconds into flight, standing by for BECO momentarily. And we have BECO, booster engine cutoff, standing by for stage set. And we have good indication of stage separation. And we have pre-start on the RL-10. Ignition and full thrust on the RL-10. And we have good indication of fairing separation. This is the first of 2 planned burns for today's mission. This first burn should last approximately 13 minutes and 40 seconds. And RL-10 engine operating parameters all looking good. Vehicle trajectory continuing down the middle of the range track. The Centaur is now 107 miles in altitude, 350 miles downrange distance, traveling at 11,160 miles per hour. And the reaction control system has begun periodic firings to maintain thermal conditioning as expected. The Centaur propellant utilization system has gone to closed loop control. Now passing 5 minutes, 30 seconds into flight. Initial look at booster performance shows a near nominal performance. Data quality continuing to look good from this initial phase of flight. Now passing 6 minutes into flight. The Centaur is now 145 miles in altitude, 560 miles downrange distance, traveling at 11,500 miles per hour. Now passing 6 minutes, 30 seconds into flight, RL-10 continuing to perform well. Chamber pressures and pump pressures all looking good. And vehicle body rates all remaining very stable for this first Centaur burn. And the periodic RCS firings for thermal conditioning have warmed up the RCS lines to near bottle temperatures. And engine pressures all continuing to remain very stable, looking good. Centaur is now 173 miles in altitude, 815 miles downrange distance, traveling at 12,000 miles per hour. And the RL-10 is operating as expected now, making slight modifications to the propellant utilization. Standing by for separation. And we have good indication of successful separation of the tdrs-M spacecraft. Vehicle now spinning down after separation. And the spin down is complete.